What's going on, guys? I hope you're doing alright today. I'm Nick from the Hungry Handgunner, and if you're new to the channel, thank you for checking us out. So about 6 months ago, I did an initial review slash first look video on the Sig Sauer Emperor Scorpion Fastback 1911. Now there's no mag inserted, and the gun is clear. Now, so I've had this gun for around 6 months. I've put best estimation about 1,500 rounds through it. I haven't exactly kept track. I've used a few different types of magazines in that 6 months. Everything from Wilson Combat magazines to Pro Mag, and the gun has done very well. Now, for those of you that have been with me for a while, you know that I like shooting 1911s, but I've always had some inherent distrust of their reliability, partly due to my own experience and partly due to things I've seen and read. This one has performed very, very well. I've been very impressed with this gun. It will still not be my carry gun for reasons I have several other videos on, but I've been very impressed with the quality of this gun, the ergonomics, and the accuracy. It's been a very fun gun to shoot. Every time I get out and go to the range with friends, this is always in my bag. This always goes with me. People that have shot it have remarked on how much they like it. So it has been a phenomenal gun. Now, I apologize a little bit for my voice. I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold right now. But, so, we'll go over some specs. I've actually got SIG's, I'm actually away from the Wi-Fi, so I can't really pull up their website. So I took a screenshot of some of the specs from SIG's website on here. Yeah, we live in the middle of nowhere, so no cell signal either. So it is a stainless steel frame material. It has a physical vapor deposition finish, which has held up well. I do keep this in a holster when I'm not using it. I like to have a holster for every handgun I own. Yeah, so stainless steel slide. See, we have a single action only trigger, obviously, 1911. It is a 4.2 inch barrel, so right there in the commander size category. Overall length of 7.7 inches, an overall width of 1.4 inches. Comes in at 5.5 inches high and weighs 35 ounces. So not exactly a light gun, but this one just handles very, very well. Of all the 1911 sizes, the commander size is the size I like the most. I do have an officer model, and it's fun, but this is just my preferred size. So part of the Fastback is going to be this, or what they say on their website, the carry frame. It's got a rounded, it's just kind of rounded, more ergodynamic. Yeah, there we go. From Georgia, guys, bear with me. So it feels very good in the hand. I actually, in my first look video, I think I compared it to my Kimber, which is squared off on the back here, and it is a noticeable difference in terms of just comfort when you're handling the gun, and actually even more so when you're shooting it. So we do have some pretty aggressive cocking serrations here on the rear of the slide. Those work great. Good serrations up here in the front. Don't use those too much. Yes, you guys are looking at what would be the right side of the gun. There is an ambidextrous thumb safety, which is nice. Coming over here, there you go, you can see that. Now the sights that are on this gun, now I did pick this gun up used, and these sights were already on here. These are the Trijicon HDs. Let you guys see it there. And everything I've read online said the stock SIG night sights are good to go. However, I do like the contrast. I'll turn the camera around in a second and give you guys a close-up overview of the gun. But I do like the contrast of the Trijicon HDs with the super bright front sight, tritium all the way around, good sights. These grip panels are super, super nice. They are G10, and SIG calls them their Piranha grips. When you put this gun in your hand, it really is aggressive texturing. It's not going to move. Doesn't chew up your hand too bad when you're shooting it, though. You do have some nice checkering there on the front strap, and some more of that G10 there on the back strap. So I've been very, very impressed with the gun. Definitely something I look forward to holding on to and putting a lot more rounds through. So I really, at this point, I will give it my recommendation. But for those of you that didn't tune into the initial video, like every other video I do on a gun, we're going to shoot it. Alright, we're all loaded up. I've got one mag in it, two more ready to go. We're at a distance of 20 yards, so nothing too crazy. Just shooting at a steel silhouette target. Alright, here we go. It's a fun gun to shoot, guys. Hands down, one of the most fun guns in my collection. And I missed after saying that. Alright, we'll fire off this last mag, and then we'll take a close-up look. Missed another one. And another one. No excuses, but my glasses did fog up just a tad. But alright, let's look at it close up. There she is, folks. We got a little chamber check, nothing in there, nothing in there. So, awesome gun. I really have enjoyed this gun and will continue to. I'm a big fan of the FDE / tan / burnt bronze color scheme on guns, and this one has just enough black furniture on it to really show that off, in my opinion. I'm thinking about there's those sights, so you can see a really deep notch there on the rear, and I do like this shelf here for one-handed manipulation if it came down to that, which obviously you've already had a pretty bad day if that's what you're doing, but nonetheless it's nice to have that feature. Like I said, you have tritium all the way around and a nice bright front sight for daytime acquisition. That's really nice. So a few things. The gun was clean when I brought it out. I just put 3 rounds through, or three mags through it. It gets dirty fairly quickly. I hadn't had any reliability issues, so as long as you give it a good cleaning, it tends to run fine. I've taken it out. I think we put 500 rounds through it in one day at a range day with some friends, and there were 0 issues, no malfunctions, no failures to feed. It just kept chugging along. So this has been a really positive experience. You do have that slightly beveled magwell. I want to talk about that. I forgot to mention it earlier. Just an awesome gun, guys. Alright, we'll go back up top. So, would I recommend this gun? Absolutely. If you're in the market for Commander Size 1911, this is a hard one to beat. You're obviously not into the custom market, but you're definitely not at the bottom of the barrel either. So Sig Sauer puts out some quality firearms, guys, and this appears to be no exception. I can't say it enough. I have enjoyed every bit of time that I've had behind this gun. There's just something cool about shooting a good quality 1911 chambered in 45. Another thing I wanted to mention, since I'm saying that, they do offer this chambered in 357 SIG. So if that's your thing, there you go. So awesome gun. I've been really happy with this gun and would absolutely do it again if I had the opportunity. So a couple housekeeping things real quick. Really appreciate all the likes, comments, subscribes. The channel's growing pretty darn quick, at least compared to my expectations, and I've been really happy with that. It appears that you guys are really enjoying the videos, so I'm going to keep putting them out just as quickly as I can. So I really appreciate all that support from you guys. It's awesome. Thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. I'm constantly trying to come up with new ideas, new information to pass along, especially if you're a new shooter. I'm going to try to help you out and not be overly intimidating like a lot of the stuff you can run into when you're getting into the shooting sports. So as a special aside, I would like to issue a challenge to everybody watching this video. Find somebody that hasn't shot before and try to get them to go to the range with you. especially if they might lean towards the anti-gun side. Try to get them out, help them separate fact from fiction. They might even end up liking it, and could potentially save their life one day if they start getting into carrying and being prepared to defend themselves. So, a little something there. And I'll also say that if you're watching this and you're local and you know somebody that might benefit from getting out and having some fun at the range and learning a few things, hit me up. I'm definitely down to take new shooters out and try to help them figure out if this is something they want to get into. It's kind of my thing. So, as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Keep shooting. I'll see you next time.